Hello my students, today's lesson talks about trigonometric relations, or also known as trigonometry. The objective of this lesson is to find a missing angle in a right triangle. Please note that the type of triangle must be right triangle. In case the triangle is not right, we will not be able to use any relation from this chapter. To start with, in case we have a triangle that is made up of 3 sides and 3 angles, it has to be definitely a right triangle. So, assuming we have this right triangle with 3 sides and 3 angles, let's name it as CAB, with the sides equivalent to 3AB, 4AC, and 5 with the BC. What I want you to know that before we start this chapter, the names of the sides. You already know that the longest side that is usually facing the angle 90, that is facing CAB, angle CAB, we call it hypotenuse. The other 2 sides, I'm gonna give them a name in a bit. So far, I'm gonna name them side 1 and side 2. So this is side 1 and this is side 2. However, they have a specific name that I will mention in a minute. Now, this chapter is summarized by a term, a weird term, that we call it SOHCAHTOA. 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 This is very important relation. It summarizes the whole chapter. If you memorize this term, then your life will be much easier. And let's indicate the meaning of each part of this term. So, it means sine alpha equal opposite over hypotenuse. Ka, it means cosine alpha equal adjacent over hypotenuse. And finally, TOA, it means tan alpha, which is tangent alpha, equal opposite over adjacent. Now, S stands for sine, opposite stands for opposite, H stands for hypotenuse, C stands for cosine, A stands for adjacent, H stands for hypotenuse, T stands for tangent, O opposite, and A adjacent. So SOHCAHTOA, sine, opposite, hypotenuse. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Ka means cosine equal adjacent over hypotenuse. And finally, TOA, tangent equals opposite over adjacent. Now, again, the objective of this lesson is to find a missing angle in a right triangle. That is, in case we have this right triangle, we have 2 missing angles. Angle B that we don't know, and angle C that we don't know. Our goal is to find the value of these angles. How to find the values of these angles? In order to find the values of these angles, we have to use one of these relations. So, for instance, we need to find the measurement of angle B. To do so, you can use any of the given relations. These relations you must memorize by heart. If you memorize this term, SOHCAHTOA, then it will be easy to memorize these three formulas. So, again, the purpose is to find the measurement of angle B. How to do so? So we said that you pick one of these relations. I'm gonna start with the sine. Let's say I want to find the measurement of angle B. I use sine. Sine B. B is the angle. So instead of alpha, you put the angle that you want to find. In this example, I need to find B. So you put sine B equal. The formula says it's equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So you write opposite over hypotenuse. Now you have to ask yourself, what is the side that is opposite to angle B? The side that is opposite, that is facing angle B, is CA. So opposite than B, facing to B, is the side CA. So you write CA over hypotenuse is side BC. It doesn't matter if you write CB or BC or side AC or CA, it is the same. So now you simply substitute by the given side. CA, it measures 4 over BC, it is 5. So 4 over 5 is equal to 0.8. The goal is to find the measurement of the angle. Now we have sine B is equal to 0.8. However, we didn't find the value of angle B. In order to find the value of angle B, you have to follow my instructions, which says, in order to find angle B, you have to get your calculators ready, and you press on your calculator, you press shift, sine, your answer that you obtained, which is 0.8, and you press equal, you will get 53.1 degrees. In the governmental exams, they will ask you to calculate the nearest angle. That means what is nearest to 53.1? If you round it up, you will obtain 53 degrees. So angle B will be equals to 53 degree. Okay? Now, assuming that other student wants to use another relation, which is cosine and not sine, okay? He has the total right, he has the right to use any of these three relations. Example, he wants to use cosine. Cosine states that it is equal to cosine alpha, which is B, equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So we write the formula, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's equal. Now we come to angle B. You ask yourself, what is the adjacent side to angle B? Angle B, adjacent, it means the side that is attached to angle B. We already know what is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is BC. Now we ask ourselves, what is adjacent? What is the side that is attached to angle B? We have two sides. Adjacent is the one that is attached to B, attached to the side that forms the right angle, which is AB. So this is adjacent. This is hypotenuse, and this is the adjacent. So it will be equivalent to AB. So AB over BC. AB is 3 over 5 it will be equal to 0.6. Thus, we obtained cosine B is equal to 0.6. And as a result, to find the value of the angle B, you have to press on your calculator's shift cosine B. Cosine B, which is 0.6. So you press on your calculator shift cosine 0.6. You will obtain a very similar answer to the one we obtained previously, which is 53.1 degree, approximately 53 degree. So angle B will be 53 degree. Okay. Now, so you can notice that we, in both, regardless that formula you used, you will obtain the same answer, which is 53 degrees. Now, the last relation is about tangent alpha. So let's say a student proposed to use tangent alpha. So he has or she has the right to use any of these three relations. Tangent alpha is equal to opposite over adjacent. Opposite to B, that is side facing to B, is CA or AC. Adjacent to B, that is attached to angle B, it is AB. Attached to the angle B is AB. It's not CAB because this is the hypotenuse, so obviously it will be AB. And then we replace by the given numbers. CA is equal to 4, AB is equal to 3, 4 over 3 is equal to 1.3. So what you have to do now is to use your calculator as usual to find the measurement of the angle. So angle B will be equivalent to, you press shift on calculator, tan your answer, that is 1.3, and you will obtain 53 degrees. Now, to find the measurement of angle C, you have to use one of these relations. This will be your assignment for tomorrow. I will assign it on lesson, and I will send you a photo of these notes on lesson as well. So your duty for tomorrow is to find the measurement of the angle C. Now, using the three different relations, so you have to find it using sine, cosine, and tangent. You must have, or you must obtain three identical answers. Okay, definitely you can also use the simple one by which the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Since we have this 90 degree and this is 53 degrees, you can simply do it in a second by subtracting 180 minus the given angle. However, I need you to find it using the trigonometric relations, using sine, cosine, and tangent alpha. I hope this video was helpful. I highly recommend to watch this video for more than one time in order to understand it very well. Stay safe and thanks for listening.